So the key need to teach others is to make yourself learn the topic thoroughly and to never forget it. Not never forget it, but remember it for long. Okay. See, when you just teach others, then for suppose if that same concept or question comes in your examination, or if somebody asks you, then definitely your mind will recollect that on that particular day, that particular place. You taught that particular person this concept, this question. So you are sure that you are able to grasp the concept and answer the questions. So don't keep very selfish motive behind learning, and you just share your knowledge to build it up and to not forget it. For suppose if there are no people asking you questions or asking you to explain the concepts, no problem, just take the toys in your house or take your siblings. So first of all, tell me, why should you read aloud? Is there any scientific reason? Yes, obviously. See, especially my juniors, I have seen them just staring at their notebook, running their finger or their pen. But what's the use? If I ask them any question, they don't tend to answer them. So, what is lagging in their preparation? It's they are not reading aloud. Okay, they are reading in their mind, but it won't stay in your mind for long. Don't just, you know, conserve your energy. Don't conserve it. Okay, whatever you're eating, just read aloud. No problem. Fine. So, whenever you read aloud, then all your facial muscles will get activated and you won't get sleep. That's the first reason. And then your own voice will be heard to your ears, that will stay in your brain for long. Okay, this is yet another reason. Okay, so in order not to forget whatever you're reading, first you will have to read aloud. Don't keep staring at your book anymore. Just shout, let your neighbors hear whatever you're reading, no problem. My whole street used to hear the whole of my 10th standard portions when I was reading. Really, this works. The next point is cross question yourself. So, for example, you have read some topic. For example, biology page number 100. I don't know whether what's there in that, I do not know. But then, for example, you have read one particular paragraph from that particular page. Then, you have to test what you have understood. Don't wait for the question paper or sample papers, it won't help you. So, immediately after reading that particular topic, you have to, frame questions from that particular topic, and you have to try to answer them in your own words. Okay, and you have to get so many doubts, get them clarified, be more clear with your concept. Okay, and immediately after completing one particular concept, mark my words, not a chapter, I am talking about a concept, then immediately you have to go for some reference books or materials, or even some other software programs if you have, and then you have to just, you know try doing some mcqs or some exercises on that particular concept, which will make you strengthen your long term memory. Be consistent. So immediately after seeing this video, maybe you rush up, take your books and start reading today. Fine, it's okay for today. And maybe you don't do that so often, like tomorrow, day after tomorrow. You might do it tomorrow because of some reason, some kind of enthusiasm towards your education also. But just This is the end of December 2024, and you are now entering January 2025. You only have 1 month. Don't consider February at all. It will just run away. Within this 1 month, if you miss out even a single minute, it's going to affect your lifelong record. So be consistent, keep working, and just plan your schedule. Okay, this particular day, this particular chapter, this is the timing I have to finish. These are the resources I have to use. Just have a notice board, as I have already told, and you just make a note of it, keep it there, and keep practicing. Okay, so you have to be very consistent. Consistency builds up your career in class 10. Okay, so okay, make short notes of formulae, chemical reactions, important topics, and questions. Yeah, this is a very important point. So just maintain a single notebook, that's enough. Single notebook for all subjects, or you can have multiple number of booklets for each subject. Means for one subject, one booklet. No need a book. Okay, what you're going to do is, if you take one particular chapter, then what are the important formulae, what are the important applications, and all that you will keep noting. It should not be more than 4 pages in your handwriting. In the handwritten notes, it should not be more than 4 pages. Means the medium size book will be there, no? In that I am telling. Okay, so this will help you, when you are rushing up for the exam. You cannot see the whole NCRT and whatever the gist of notes you have taken. So what you will keep doing is, you will have to take this particular note, whatever the summaries you have already written, then glance them once. Just um, try to recollect where to use which formula, and then you can bravely go sit in your exam hall, attempt. Okay, you should not make any mistake with the formula. If you make mistake with the formula, then the whole entire sum will be wrong. Be it in physics or chemistry or mathematics, English and social science, you don't have any formulas as such. Okay, so what you have to do, make short notes. Immediately after reading the concept, you have to take notes in your own words. Don't refer anything. Whatever you have understood, be it in your own mother tongue. No problem. Okay, because nobody else is going to see it. Drop pictures, caricatures as you wish. Okay, and if you want, you can scribble it as well, because if you understand it, it's well and good. It's okay. Okay, and important topics and questions in the sense, don't jot down all the questions. You have to, uh, for example, you are continuously making mistakes some or the other, um, in some or the other step in one particular model of question, you think, then that particular question you note down and keep. Before going to the exam, you see that they have to be very limited. Okay, then what else? You have to satisfy yourself. When you just go to bed, mm, at the end of the day, then if you ask yourself a question, what have you done today, then you must be able to give yourself a satisfying reply. Okay, it should not be like you have been lazy or wasted the whole day. No, this should not be your answer. You have to try to be contentful with whatever you have done that particular day. So whatever effort you put in, It has to satisfy yourself, not anybody else, not your parents, nor your teachers. Okay, so try to be consistent. Daily, you have to keep learning some or the other thing. Analyze your mistakes. Don't repeat any mistake. Don't commit any new mistakes. Stay confident. Don't be afraid of anything. So, I know it is 10th standard board examinations. There will be pressure from yourself, from your parents, from your teachers, from your relatives, from your grandparents. I understand. I have undergone that. Okay. But don't be afraid. You have to be cautious, very careful, very hardworking. I'm sorry, very smart working. But you should not be afraid. Being afraid is your biggest enemy. You have to stay confident. Keep working, keep working. Okay. If you want any help, just put it in the comment box below. I will help you. Okay. Don't be afraid of anything. Class 10 board exams. No problem. No problem in the sense you have to do well, but don't get stressed up for that. And then have a small notice board in your study space. How is this going to help you out? See, uh, so many instances come, especially in this 1 month before your board examinations, wherein you want to read something but you do not know what to read. Your mind will just keep blanking out like anything. So, to avoid that, whatever the chapters you have in your textbook, just take your textbook and one easy chapter followed by one difficult chapter, and from one subject and then the other subject, you can just pick it up. And this particular day in the morning, you have to read this particular thing, this particular chapter, or this particular part of the chapter. Like that, you just create your own timetable, don't refer to anybody. According to your own convenience, this morning this particular thing you are going to read, and evening you are going to read that one. No procrastination in this. Whatever you have written, you should be able to complete, and you must complete it at that particular time itself. Okay. So you can just put some things in your notice board, be it a small thermocol. It's fine. Don't keep it decorated notice board, or don't trouble your parents to buy one. No, no need of that. Just a small thermocol piece is enough, with some pins if you have. And then daily you have to see that satisfy whatever you have written. Okay. And then what else? That's it. And in notice board you can also give some motivational quotes for you to not get, you know, demotivated. Okay. And then you are the master of your own self. So I have heard so many people, even I myself have experienced this in my own life. See, people tend to think that their mind is not listening to them. That statement is not correct psychologically. If you ask a psychiatrist, then they will say you can control yourself. Yeah, even I believe in that. See, especially 1 year back, when I had just 1 month or 1.5 months for my board exams, then I had this trouble that I wasn't able to control myself, overlogging with so many different thoughts that were not at all necessary. Then just do meditation. Close your eyes, go into a silent space, go to a park if you want, just do meditation, then you will start to realize that you can control yourself. Okay, nobody else can control your mind except you. You are the master of yourself. Make your mind listen to you. Then, most important thing wherein so many students go wrong is they tend to learn questions by heart, the questions, but they don't learn the concept, which is very, 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 very wrong. Okay, so you should not go behind questions or behind marks. You have to go behind knowledge and behind the concept. Okay, so for suppose, just let's take a simple addition. 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. Fine, we all know this. For example, this is there in the classwork and you have by hearted it. But in your exam, there comes a question: 12 plus 3 will be equal to 15, right? So that one is extra. Then what your mind immediately tries to do, if you by heart the concept, in the sense whatever you have by hearted, that particular answer will be written by your hand. But if the values are changed, or if there is a slight variation in the question wherein you have to apply a logic, then for suppose if you by heart the concept or the questions, then you can't do it. You have to understand the concept. Okay, whatever might be the subject, whatever might be the concept, understanding will help you a lot. It will help you retain your long term memory. Okay, don't go behind questions. You can work out questions to test your knowledge, but not to gain knowledge from the questions. Okay, uh, there's yet another thing, you have to eat early. Okay, so if you eat at maybe 6:30 or 7 o'clock, that's my daily routine. I eat at 7 o'clock, maximum by 7:30, and not beyond that. So if you eat early, then your mind will tend to, you know, it won't think about sleeping. Okay, even after eating, you can read for a while, maybe up to 10 o'clock or 10:30, and then you can go to bed. But if you eat, if you don't eat early, maybe at 9 o'clock or 8:30 or 9:30, if you eat, then first of all there will be constipation, then indigestion, and there will be its, whatever the related diseases you might get, and you won't get proper sleep. Your pineal gland and sleep cycle will get adversely affected, and then you will get breathing suffocation as well because of indigestion. Fine, so you have to eat early so that you can keep preparing for maybe 10 o'clock or 10:30, and then go to bed. Or if you eat late, then immediately you will go to bed. It will affect your health also, and it will waste your time also. It will make you sleepy even if you want to read. If you are reading, that effectiveness will go off. So eat very early. Fix 7 o'clock. If you think 6:30 is too early, then fix 7 o'clock. After eating that, you can have some mild snacks maybe at 8:30 or so. It's fine. Mild snacks like fruits. Or you can drink water, no problem. How much ever water you drink, especially not before bedtime. Okay. You can have water. Connecting to real life situations and applications helps you learn a lot more better and effectively. Okay. So, why should you try to connect to real life? It is to store whatever you studied in your long term memory. For example, if you take trigonometry, the height of the triangle you have to find. Connected that, you have to find the height of the building from the point you are standing, that is angle of elevation, and the distance from the building, you have to find the height of the building. Then it would be easy to connect, right? Yeah. So in that way you will not forget the concept if you connect it to real life wherever you are using it. For example, soaps and detergents. Just go take a soap, do some experiment with it in order not to forget what you have read. Just don't take too much time with experiments, but you can do experiments in order not to forget the concept. Okay, I advise that.